Hi, my name is Bruce Hood and my book is called SuperSense. I'm a professor of developmental psychology based in Bristol in the UK. I want you just to think for a moment about all the sort of peculiar things that you do in your daily life. For example, do you have a lucky item that you carry around with you? What I've been doing in this book is looking at all these wide varieties of behaviors that we have. 9 out of 10 of us think that we can tell when we're being watched from behind. And yet, to be true, that would require supernatural ability. I wrote the book because I'm fascinated in the reasons that people believe things. When I got to university, I realized that there was no real evidence to support any of this. Recently, when I started to think about putting my ideas together, I saw the patterns. In the course of doing research for the book, I discovered some very startling statistics. 3 out of 4 Americans believe in the possibility of ghosts, or psychics, or clairvoyance, or telepathy, or all things which are supernatural. Now, if you include religious belief, because all religions have some sort of supernatural component, then 9 out of 10 Americans think like this. So belief in these phenomena, these unworldly events, are very, very common. But even people who regard themselves as rationalists, and even atheists, have all sorts of behaviors that when you look into the basis for them, turn out to have almost supernatural notions. Did you know that 1 in 5 traveling salesmen have a teddy bear? Some people want to own sentimental objects or will pay large amounts of money for memorabilia. For example, you can buy the clothing from celebrities. Why do we value these things? I think we value them because we imbue them with something special, something almost supernatural, as if it was something that could be in the cloth. In the same way that you really wouldn't even want to wear a piece of clothing that had been worn by a murderer. In the book, I try to understand why that's the case. I think it's entertaining, it's full of anecdotes, and hopefully the readers will recognize in the book and the examples that I give aspects of their own thinking. And so the take-home message is that we shouldn't belittle supernatural belief. We should recognize that we all have them to some extent. And indeed, they may be inevitable and they might be necessary. And that's why I wrote the book. And also, it was just a hell of a lot of fun to do so.